Welcome back to Behind the Gloves. I'm Gas Singh, and I'm being joined by the big stepper, Khalil Coe. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm just getting ready for this transition.
Man, I'm excited to have you on the channel. It's the first time you've been on our channel. And usually when I ask like prospects who are just starting their debut, like tell us a bit about yourself, it kind of gets all over the place. So I'm going to try and keep a bit of structure. So for those people who don't know you, tell them a little bit about your fighting style.
Well, some people think I'm a puncher, but I like to look at myself as a boxer. I like to box, I like to be elusive and a little flashy here and there, but I have knockout power that. So it's kind of like it's weird to people. They usually say some people they're either a boxer or a knockout artist, but I have both. I can switch it up and
and I'm glad you kind of like so you're a bit of both, bit of punching, bit of boxing.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell us a bit about your amateur career. Like for those people who don't know, watching now, you beat a fella called Julio Cesar La Cruz back in 2018. And I would say some people would think that you weren't supposed to win that fight. So tell us about from that point till now, and tell us a bit about Cruz so the fans know a bit more about him and what it actually meant to be.
Well, like Cruz was a two-time gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist, over 200 and something fights. And I guess that weight class, he was just dominating in, and I guess he's dominating still. But like going into that tournament, I only had 23 fights. I'm fresh to it. I was new to it. So it was like okay, people was like, oh, he's gonna go in there, he's gonna get experience and things like that. But that's pretty much who we trained for the whole camp, which is him. You see what I'm saying? His style of fighting. We had everybody else down. It was just him because he was a fan favorite. There was a lot of politics involved with that. So, we couldn't leave it to the judges. So we went in there and when we got the knockout, we wasn't expecting the knockout, but we knew we wasn't going to leave it to the judges. That's what we trained for. So, like, it was a big big step, huge step in my career. Like it was major because no one knew me. No one knew me. Like, oh, this guy, he's just one of the guys that's on the team. Then I made a name for myself, and ever since then there was the mic. The microscope was on me.
So you coming through like a new breed. I think like you were training out in Colorado Springs with Team USA. And am I right in thinking you've moved back to Jersey now?
Yes.
Based in Jersey full time?
Most definitely, yeah. I'm back home.
So tell me about your upbringing. What attracted you to boxing? Why boxing?
Well, my mom, like I said before, like my area is rough. Like the area I grew up in is rough. So it's like that's pretty much what people did for fun was fight. Fight, things like that. So like I got in trouble a lot in the streets and in school, a lot for fighting, just fighting. So my mom I guess she just got fed up one day. And she's like, you want to keep fighting? I'm gonna bring you to the gym so you can fight. And she brought me to the gym. I was training with a former champ, Jimmy the Cat Dupree, out of Jersey City. He passed away. Rest in peace to him. And ever since then, I've never looked back. The smell of the leather, the bag. He had one of the old school gyms. I was in there and the first thing I wanted to learn was the speed bag. Like I seen people doing that. I want to do that. I want to do that. And it's been constant from there.
And a lot of amateurs, obviously, the top of the tree, like where they all want to kind of get to, is the Olympics. And I know a few years ago you were talking about getting to the Tokyo Olympics. Why have you decided to kind of turn pro now and kind of put that on the back burner per se?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on within the team and like political things. Like I felt as though like personally, I felt like I had to keep proving myself. Like they'll tell you had to qualify and win this tournament in order for you to solidify your spot. I will win, and then I would have to like, oh, you got to do this one again. You have to do this and this to win. But you just told me that I had to. So it was like I felt like they already had who they wanted to go. I had to keep winning for me to solidify my spot. Like, so I'm like, I'm gonna step back and you can put who you guys want to put in to represent the country at this weight class, and I'll just do what's best for me.
And talk to me about so you're a young man. You've done some amazing things in the sports. Obviously, you were on Team USA and you had your time out in Colorado Springs and whatnot. And you got approached by obviously Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. You've linked up with them. There must have been other promoters after you as well. Tell me a little bit about how you came to link up with Matchroom.
Well, like somebody I know, like I was leaning toward Top Rank, and then for a while I was leaning toward PBC, and then Eddie contacted me, and then we sat down, my team, we sat down and we did the numbers, and and we went with what's best for me, and who's gonna move me the right way, the correct way, and that's what we came out with. We came out with that Matchroom, better exposure and things like that.
And how excited are you to be fighting on the Haney Linares undercard? What a platform to get your debut on, eh?
That's big. That's big. I didn't know what platform it was gonna be on. I was just more like worried about my performance. No matter where I'm at, I want to look the right way. I want to look sharp and the way I'm supposed to look. But for it to be on this card, I have to really make sure that they see what I'm capable of, and put on the show.
That's it, man. Do you know much about your first opponent?
Oh, not sure. I'm still actually waiting on the information on that now. I'm not sure if they even found an opponent yet for me, but we'll see.
So kind of talk to me about obviously super middleweight 68 is one of the hottest divisions, and obviously you're going to be campaigning there for a few years now. I just want to touch on the kind of Canelo Billy Joe Saunders card that's coming up. Is that a fight you'll be watching?
Definitely.
Yeah. How does that turn out?
I feel it's going to be a stoppage. I think Canelo's going to stop him. I say about the 6th round. I'm predicting it. 6th round stoppage. Canelo wins.
So Canelo's obviously he's some would have him as number 1 pound for pound. Who are some of your heroes in boxing? Who did you look up to growing up, coming up for the ranks?
Growing up, Sugar Ray Leonard is my all-time favorite boxer. And I was watching Adrian Broner. I like Adrian Broner. The Can Man. I don't know the new guy. I like the Can Man. Mayweather, of course. Andre Ward, and even local guys that was in the gym with me, like I looked up to, like, and that pushed me and used to beat me up in the gym. Like I look up to them. I looked up to them guys. That's what made me who I am today.
And what can the fans expect from you come fight night?
A knockout. Definitely a knockout. Definitely.
And do you have a message for your supporters, your fans that be watching this?
I appreciate y'all and just stay behind me, and I'm gonna make y'all proud. I promise. Promise you.
Well, Big Stepper, thank you very much for taking some time out to speak to us here at Behind the Gloves. We appreciate it. Hopefully, someone from the American side of the team will be at the fight night, and we'll catch up with you then, big man.
Definitely. Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, hey there, fight fans. Didn't see you there. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go to do so by clicking right here, or else.